Nathan Baird from cleveland.com here with our post-game grading of Justin Fields after Ohio State's 52-12 victory over Michigan State here at Spartan Stadium. You can hear the defeat bells chiming in the background that they always do. No, they don't here at Spartan Stadium. Ohio State, Justin Fields today, 17-24 for 199 yards and 2 touchdowns. Also ran for 104 yards and 2 touchdowns. I'm giving him an A-, I'll say, just because I'm grading him against his previous performances. But really, you'd be nitpicking, I think, to find a lot wrong with his performance. Actually, I think I'm going to take that away. I think it's just a straight A. Because of a lot of what happened today was Justin Fields just getting to be Justin Fields. He had some adversity to deal with. He had 3 of his 5 starting offensive linemen in front of him were out for this game, including and then one of the guys who was a recurring guy was the new center, Harry Miller, moving over. And even when he has a background there, he obviously struggled at times today with his shotgun snaps, but Justin Fields kind of took that in stride, both figuratively and then sometimes literally took it in stride and just ran with it on plays that might have otherwise gotten blown up. So that's where that career high 104 yards on the ground comes from. A good, precise day, I thought, throwing the ball. Coming off a game 2 weeks ago where he had the 3 interceptions, his worst game as an Ohio State quarterback. You didn't see any of those problems today. I thought he made a lot of really good decisions, had the one quarterback, intentional grounding. But other than that, he was doing a good job throwing the ball away when he was in trouble and avoided the same mistakes that he made a couple weeks ago, which I think is probably what we expected. It was just a matter of getting Justin Fields back on the field and seeing him kind of work out some of those issues.
So I'm also going to give Justin an A. Actually, I'm going to give him an A+, and here's why. I actually texted this to our texters during the game. I felt like in that first half, I was watching what people saw from Justin Fields back when he was at Harrison High School in Kennesaw, Georgia, where it was just get the ball in his hands, let him take off, and let's see what happens. And it worked out more times than not in high school, and it worked out more times than not here at Ohio State as well. I think Ryan Day was pretty happy with a lot of those throwaways, especially given the situation. He took every bad snap and made it a positive. He got yards in the pass game. He got yards in the run game. He even hawked down Trey Sermon in a defender and showed he was clearly the fastest player on the field. He was great in every way Ohio State needed him to be great, and his stat sheet, really his passing numbers kind of look similar to what they were in 2019, where they aren't loud and they're not big in these 400-yard passing games, but you can clearly see what his impact on his game is if you just watch him play. So I'm going to give him an A+ because this was the best Justin Fields we've seen given the situation. It wasn't the most efficient, but given what he had to deal with without 3 of his starting offensive linemen, having to step up and be a leader in his own room because his head coach and his quarterback coach are both not here today, this was peak Justin Fields as a leader and as a quarterback and as a football player for Ohio State.